A long time ago, on a day like any other, this bald man named Peter was being attacked by the most crooked of police. See how crooked they are. Anyway, they shoot him, but he is okay, because I saved him. That's right, me, Picolas Cage. I help him escape using my bathtub time machine, which says everything you need to know about it. We teleport between different places that have little to no connection to one another, and end up in Peach's castle. You know, the one from Mario. And we find, you guessed it, a man killing and looting Luigi Smith. You know, Green Mario. Me and Peter were in complete horror. Who could do such a thing? Let's go ask him. I thought it would be a meeting of intellectual minds, but he was a goddamn nutcase, saying he was Nicolas Cage and he wanted to cut my face off or something. I can't remember, so I shot him with my bumblebee gun, which is a normal thing to own. Anyway, he's dead, so we won't be seeing him again. So I pretty much adopted Peter like you would a dog or a hamster, and took him to my 7-Eleven where I live and sometimes sell things in. But all of a sudden, I receive a phone call from my good friend Isaac, who is really handsome, and he tells me he needs help from some titans that have attacked his army that he is a part of. So we arrive awesomely, save him, and meet his general, who is a normal person. Anyway, he dies, I think. And then we save the day by blowing everything up with a nuke. I find that it is normally the most effective solution for these types of problems. Anyway, I add Isaac to my collection of people, and my team grows even further. Time passes, and me and Isaac discuss the socioeconomic implications of zombies that can sprint, and how I think that's bullshit. So I literally take him to a zombie apocalypse to prove my point. Yet I was wrong. But that doesn't matter, because now we're being chased by said zombies, until we're saved by Stacy, this very friendly man who helps us escape, and you guessed it, another little man in the bag. Stacy has been added to our party. Sadly, not a party with cake, but one filled with murder and very little else. Sometime later, we go on an adventure for literally no reason and meet Teletubbies. Oh look at them, they're so sweet and nice and kind. I think the fuck not! No, they try to eat us and steal my shit. So in response, we killed every single one of them for wanting to kill us. Speaking of things killing us, me and Stacy got trapped in a murder mystery for a little bit, and met Pee-Pee Banana, who was definitely played by a female actress. She was a bit weird, and we never figured out who the murder was, so we left, and it's not really a big deal. But little did we know, we entered another adventure to Star Wars land. You know Star Wars with like lightsabers and planets and shit? Long story short, we kinda accidentally kidnapped Anakin Skywalker and some clones and took them to a desert. Accidentally. Recipe for a good time or what? And we met Pepe, who was a clone trooper. He is important for later, so remember that. Anyway, we all make up and become friends, and I take them all back, and me and Stacy head back home. Or at least, Stacy did. Somehow, I ended up in this TARDIS thing, and I met Doctor Who. He's not like he is on TV, he's a bit of a prick, but I digress. We go on a little adventure and meet Chang, who helps us uncover a plot to kill everyone in the city with robot Santas. I don't know who the hell came up with this bullshit, but the ones who were behind it were actual dumbasses that were really good at bothering me for like the next several damn years. It was like this man who was in a suit, so I called him Hugo Boss Man, and I guess it stuck, and he had adopted the name for himself. After a while, oh wait, shit, no, Charles exists. I don't know, Peter and Isaac found him in my basement, and he kinda keeps to himself. He's my good buddy, my best friend in the world. Now, we've been best friends since, like, you know, whenever Markiplier had, like, under 1 million subscribers, whenever that was. Yeah, he helps me track down these bastards who keep being evil, and it takes us to some battle during the Clone Wars. Anyway, Peter gets kidnapped and tortured, not that big a deal. But during our rescue attempt, he's like not there? I don't know. The bad guys like took him away or something. They were like, you know, between 1 and 7,000 steps ahead. Anyway, it's a trap, and we get teleported to a spaceship from Star Wars. But in the future, because, you know, Darth fucking Vader was there. Like of all the places, am I right? Anyway, using my ingenious running away skills, we run away. And Stacy ends up meeting Pepe again, which works to our favor, and he helps us out. I, on the other hand, was less fortunate and met Darth Vader again. Like, come on, man. So we fight. I almost kill him because I'm so good, and I start pulling my punches with my lightsaber because I felt bad, and then he cheats and he pushes me off to my death. Like, what the hell? And now I'm in prison. They locked me away with this deranged fucking lunatic, which is probably punishment in of itself. His name is Eddie, and he still tags along with us. And according to the local hospital, he's like 90% alcohol. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, anyway, Charles escapes and reunites with Isaac, and they manage to rescue Peter from Darth Syphilis, who is this lightsaber guy with a weird-ass name, but I've heard he is a really nice ass. So I've heard. But it's too late. Syphilis created a plan to have like these sort of robot people called cyber memes invade the nearby planet because he sucks, so it's up to us heroes to stop them. But I'm still in prison until I'm broken out by Pepe and Stacy. Anyway, we take over the ship, which was very difficult and not weirdly easy. Like, where the fuck did Darth Vader go? I didn't see him again, like that whole time. Anyway, we find the Cybermeans have invaded the ship, so we're like, fuck that, and escape to the planet below. We're all together again and arrive in this village that will soon be attacked by the Cybermemes. So we spend a whole day preparing to fight, because it'll just be like 20 or something. Did I say 20? I mean 20,000! My calculations were slightly off, so I, on my own, decided we should escape in the bathtub. Trouble is, Syphilis tried to stop me, so I kicked his plump ass, but he cut my bathtub in half. Because he sucks. Because of his meddling. The only way to escape requires Stacy to sacrifice himself and blow up the planet and all of the cyber memes on it. And by doing that thing from the Star Wars film that everyone hates. And now, our good friend Stacy has left us, and I missed him a great deal. But anyway, me and Isaac go on a mini adventure to the mall and meet an interdimensional demon. Business as usual, one could say. And then Christmas comes around, and this old asshole who tried to rob us a couple times has brought an army of T-posing, pelvic, gunstick-wielding, flying old men and a giant spaceship with him. Give me 1,000 guesses, and I cannot tell you where the hell he got either of those damn things. But we defeat him and send him to Fallout 76 at launch and steal his ship and army. This will be important for later. For a while, things were looking great. Until, as expected, people sent a bunch of bounty hunters after us. Who were these people? Well, Syphilis, his buddy Dyson, their boss Hugo Boss, and his boss Big Daddy. That's right, our enemy was called Big Fucking Daddy. Why? You were asking the wrong guy. Anyway, they persist to be a thorn in our side for goddamn ages. Back to the bounty hunters. We kill all of them, except one, named Mephistopheles, who, out of guilt, or fear, or plot convenience, decides to change his ways after I used my silver tongue. We will see him again, I assure you. Following this event, we receive a distress call from another bathtub time machine. Me and the crew get together faster than you can say. It actually took a couple of weeks to get round to it, but I was really busy, okay? And guess whose bathtub time machine it was? Pee-Pee Banana, that's right. She was under attack from moving statues. Like what the hell? Why does such a thing even exist? It's horrifying. But I used my giant brain, which I have, to defeat them, and Pee-Pee Banana is finally added to our little giant group. As we were due for another annoying inconvenience, the bad guys stepped in and somehow brought back the Teletubbies we murdered like ages ago. One of them got to keep their mind, and I wish he didn't, because he was really fucking pissed at me, and trapped my consciousness inside a dream world in like his tummy TV thing, which was really shit, and I had to fight him in it, and then I like died, but then I didn't. I don't know, it was like if you die in a dream, you die in real life, but it broke or something. But yeah, so naturally, in response to all this, we beat them by turning them into sludge, which I think was a bit too lenient of a punishment in my opinion. So, all is well until some other bullshit happens and people start disappearing. So me and the whole crew, plus Blue Eagle, who's like this immortal amnesiac coated in armor like some fucking paintball Vietnam veteran, we all look for clues about where the people are going and find out they're being tricked into becoming cyber memes by guess goddamn who, Big Daddy and his gaggle of minions. And the icing on this cake of evil is that they kidnapped Isaac, Charles, and a few others. So we all go home, and I'm pretty upset, and find out the detective who helped us, that is a bottle for some reason, is being hunted by Big Daddy. So we rush to save him. Alas, we are late? What? We have a fucking time machine. How can we be late? Something was up. A storm was emerging in the sky that seemed to fuck with the bathtub time machine. Whether this was a devious scheme by our nemesis or some unlucky weather forecast, I am uncertain. But the storm was bothering us for like the whole goddamn adventure. Anyway, we rush home to make sure Peter's okay. And the 7-Eleven is under lockdown? It's true, all 7-Elevens can do this. Peter has managed to protect himself from the cybermemes that attacked, but it's not long before Lord Dyson shows up and blows up the 7-Eleven? Like what the hell? That's my house. I don't go to his house and blow it up. I didn't think it was that kind of rivalry, you know? We go into hiding, and naturally I'm like, shit, I can't goddamn do this. Can someone else sort this? But alas, the mess remained unsolved. But I got a power suit that had that fancy-ass nanotech shit back when it was in style, and we reunited with Pepe and his little group to do battle with Dyson and his giant-ass army. But we also had a giant-ass army, because the general from ages ago came back and helped us, and it was awesome. Peter cut his legs off. Not his own legs, Dyson's legs. But it's okay, because they were robotic. We imprisoned him in a trolley from like a supermarket, and that was enough to convince him to help us. But Big Daddy was seemingly aware of this and killed him using like magic or some shit. Anyway, I have had enough of this shit, and we make our own way in the giant spaceship to Big Daddy's house to settle this once and for all. His house is a volcano, by the way. How'd you think it went? Exactly. Not well at all. Well, actually, Stacy came back somehow, thanks to Peter Banana. I don't know how yet. But other than that, it was a misery. I had to fight syphilis, and he expressed a hint towards rebelling against Big Daddy. He's such a tease, you know? As this occurred, I almost killed him. Like, I pushed him into lava, but then some weird shit happened, and Hugo Boss, I think, told me, maybe I should save him, because it might be helpful. So I thought, well, shit, if this guy stopped time just to tell me this, then maybe I should save syphilis. So he's still alive. And there I was thinking, alright, this is nearly over. But like Sisyphus and his boulder, the cycle continues, and more bullshit happens. And I hear a familiar voice behind me. And it turns out to be that bootleg Nicolas Cage nutjob that tried to steal my face. And he was Big Daddy the whole goddamn time. Like, what the hell? Can you believe that? Like, seriously, what the hell? What is any of this? As for what happens next, you're gonna have to wait and see. And oh my God, the things you will see.